Hello everyone. In this short video I'm going to show you how to set up a braided interview. I'm going to be interviewing a candidate called Amy for a role as Innovation Lead at Braided Communications. At Braided we always offer all candidates a choice of interview method. Would they like to be interviewed in a traditional face-to-face format, either in person or via video, or would they prefer a braided interview? Many candidates find the traditional interview format highly stressful. Challenges such as eye contact, focus, social etiquette and others can be overwhelming. Some candidates even avoid applying for roles if there will be a traditional interview. We make sure that all candidates, regardless of their chosen interview method, are asked the same questions, so we find that offering braided interviews gives all candidates an equal opportunity to shine and also widens our talent pool. So I'm going to press play and you're going to see me start to log into braiding as you see me do here and select the option for a new braided interview. If you don't have this option available, please contact your company administrator or contact us via team@braided.space. With braided interviews, there's a wizard to walk you through the process of creating an interview. As you can see, the first step is the interview title and description. You don't have to fill this in, but it helps the candidate as they're going to receive it in their invite. And it also helps you later to find the interview in your history if you need to go back and check anything. The post-interview URL is the web page to which the candidate will be directed at the end of the interview. The default is our feedback questionnaire, but it can be anything you choose. For example, a special landing page on your website for the role you are recruiting. Once you've done that and click continue, you'll move to the next stage, which as you'll see in a second is the date and the time. You can choose as long as you wish, of course, but as you will see when you start using it, braided interviews is a very time efficient process. So a half-hour interview, as I'm setting here, is often long enough. The next step, once we've done this, is even simpler. Who are you interviewing? We're going to enter the name and the email of the candidate. And once we've done that, we're going to come on to the core of the interview, which is the questions. In a braided interview, you need to have at least 2 questions. You can have as many as you like beyond 2. Most people tend to find that 4 or 5 questions is the best number. I'm going to set 4 here, as you'll see in a second. Now, for each question, you have 2 boxes. There's a short indicator of the question, for which you have a maximum of 40 characters, and a more detailed description or explanation, which can be up to 300 characters. You can see I'm actually pasting text here, partly because I already have it on a separate document for the other candidates, and also it's just a little bit quicker for the video. Now the questions, both the short indicator and the longer description, will be displayed to both the candidate and you throughout the interview. You just saw me add a 3rd question there. I'm going to add that and then add the 4th question and then push through to the next page, which you'll see in a few moments. And that is the final screen, the lobby. When we get to that screen, you'll see there is one final choice, which is the number of rotations of the carousel in this interview. If you haven't yet done a test session or watched the videos of a braided interview in action, this won't make much sense to you, but as soon as you have, it will. The default is set to 3, as you'll see in a second, because that's what most people think works best. But of course, you can change it. Now on that screen, as you can see here, you can make edits from here. If you're happy with the configuration, you can then click to send invites. Or if you're doing this in advance, perhaps because you're setting up a series of interviews, you click to go home, as you saw me do then, and return to your main screen. You can see there's an indicator there of whether interview invites have been sent out or not. You can create new interviews or meetings, or you can go back into the main one. And as you can see there, I just sent the invite emails and I sent one to myself so that I've got a copy for that for me on file. Now, obviously, as I'm sure you know, it's good practice to send questions in advance for neurodiverse candidates. It's becoming the accepted norm across the board. So send the invite email as far in advance of the interview as you feel is appropriate so the candidate has those questions to view. When you're ready to start the interview, you simply go back in from the home page and can start. For that, please now watch the videos of braided interviews in actions from the interviewer and the candidate point of view. If you have any questions, please contact us by email on team@braided.space. Thank you very much.